Welcome to a journey through the world's most impossible to reach places on Google Earth. These hidden wonders could easily be ranked among the planet's greatest natural treasures, if only they weren't locked away by geography, harsh environments, or human conflicts. Their inaccessibility has kept them untouched, preserving some of the purest landscapes left on Earth. Wait until you see number 6. It might not stay inaccessible for long. Number 3 is unlike anything you've ever seen across the ocean. And number 1, it's not only breathtaking, but also the center of a fierce dispute between two global superpowers. Pingaluit Crater, Canada, far in the frozen wilderness of Quebec's Ungava Peninsula, hidden beneath endless stretches of Arctic tundra, lies a perfect circle so flawless it seems unnatural. This is the Pingaluit Crater, a deep, sapphire blue lake created when a meteorite slammed into the Earth nearly 1.4 million years ago. The impact was so powerful, it blasted a hole more than 1,000 feet deep and 2 miles wide, leaving behind a bowl that slowly filled with some of the purest water known to exist. Unlike most lakes, Pingaluit has no rivers flowing in and no streams flowing out. It is sealed, self-contained, and timeless, holding rain and melted snow that has accumulated over tens of thousands of years. To reach it is another story. You cannot simply drive there, nor fly to a nearby town and rent a car. The nearest Inuit settlement is still over 55 miles away, and the only way forward is to brave the brutal landscape on foot, by dog sled, or by specialized snow vehicles. The cost alone makes it unreachable for most. Expeditions can run upwards of $10,000 per person. And even then, weather may force travelers to turn back. Those rare souls who stand at its rim describe the silence as overwhelming. No birds, no insects, not even the distant hum of civilization. Just an endless circle of impossibly clear water reflecting the frozen sky as if you're staring into the eye of another world. Scientists call it the crystal eye of Nunavik. But to anyone who witnesses it, Pingaluit feels more like a doorway, a frozen secret the Earth has kept locked away from time itself. And yet, while Pingaluit's silence is haunting, it is not the only forbidden wonder. Far to the south, hidden in the dense jungles of Peru, stands a mountain that very few humans have ever laid eyes on. Cerro Elono, Peru, inside the heart of the Amazon rainforest, far beyond the paths of explorers and beyond the reach of modern maps, rises a mountain unlike any other. Cerro Elono is not just a peak, it is a natural pyramid of stone, perfectly symmetrical, rising more than 1,500 feet above the jungle canopy. From a distance, it appears almost man-made, as though some forgotten civilization carved it to honor the sky, but its mystery is far greater than its shape. This mountain stands as one of the most forbidden places on Earth, not because of geography alone, but because of the people who guard it. Cerro Elono lies within the territory of uncontacted tribes, the Iskanahua and others, who have lived untouched by modern civilization for thousands of years. To them, the mountain is sacred. It is said to be the dwelling of spirits, a place no outsider should ever touch. The Peruvian government, recognizing the danger of disease and disruption, has declared the area completely off limits. No scientists, no explorers, no tourists. Even satellites barely capture its form beneath the clouds that constantly shroud its peak. Imagine standing at the edge of the rainforest, knowing that just a few miles away towers this forbidden pyramid, yet realizing you will never see it with your own eyes. It is a place suspended in mystery, a mountain that remains untouched, untrodden, and unknown. If Pingaluit felt like a secret locked away by nature, Cerro Elono is a secret guarded by people, fiercely protected by those who believe it should remain unseen. But if you think this Amazonian pyramid is unreachable, wait until you see what rises from the jungle plains of Venezuela. Tepui Plateaus, Venezuela. In the remote highlands of Venezuela, where dense rainforest gives way to towering cliffs, rise colossal stone giants known as the Tepuis. These flat-topped plateaus stand like ancient fortresses, their sheer walls stretching thousands of feet into the clouds. From above, they look like forgotten islands floating in the sky. From below, they appear unreachable, vertical walls of sandstone that have resisted climbers for centuries. Each tepui is a world unto itself. Cut off from the surrounding jungle for millions of years, their summits harbor life found nowhere else on Earth. Hidden valleys, mysterious caves, and sinkholes conceal ecosystems that have evolved in complete isolation, as if nature has been running secret experiments on top of these mountains. Some species of plants and insects live only on a single tepui and nowhere else in the world. Scientists who have managed to study even small parts of these summits call them lost worlds, where evolution has followed paths entirely separate from the rest of Earth. But reaching them is nearly impossible. The walls are sheer, often slick with constant rain and shrouded in mist. Helicopters struggle to land in the swirling winds. Expeditions require weeks of trekking through dense rainforest, facing venomous snakes, endless swarms of insects, and rivers that rise without warning. And still, most tepuis remain untouched, unexplored, and unknown. Standing at their base, one can't help but feel the weight of deep time. These cliffs have stood unchanged for 2 billion years, older than the continents themselves, and above them lies a hidden reality we may never fully uncover. If Cerro Elono is a single pyramid in the jungle, the tepuis are an entire kingdom in the clouds. But just beyond Venezuela's borders, deep in Brazil, lies another wonder: vast sandstone canyons concealed beneath an ocean of green. Sandstone canyons, central Brazil, hidden beneath the dense, endless canopy of the Brazilian Amazon, lies a landscape so vast and dramatic it almost feels impossible that the world has barely seen it. These are the sandstone canyons of central Brazil, a maze of cliffs, valleys, and towering rock formations carved by time and water over millions of years. From above, the jungle stretches in every direction like an unbroken green ocean, but beneath that cover lies a cathedral of stone, concealed from human eyes. The parts that have been discovered are breathtaking. Sheer, red cliffs glow at sunset, waterfalls thunder into hidden pools, and caves sparkle with ancient minerals. Small regions of these canyons have been open to adventurous tourists, but the overwhelming majority remain completely unreachable. The jungle that guards them is merciless. Venomous creatures stalk the undergrowth, uncharted rivers flood without warning, and the sheer distance from civilization makes exploration nearly impossible. Yet the greatest threat to these canyons isn't their inaccessibility, it's us. Logging and deforestation creep closer every year, slowly cutting into the untouched wilderness that has protected these natural wonders for millennia. What explorers and scientists could never conquer, chainsaws and bulldozers may one day destroy. Standing within these cliffs feels like stepping into another world. The air is heavy, humid, and still, as though the stone itself is watching, keeping its secrets locked away. Very few humans have walked these canyons, and perhaps that is why they remain so hauntingly beautiful. But while Brazil's hidden valleys are under siege, far away in the frozen mountains of Tibet lies a place that no human has ever conquered. Not because of danger, but because it is sacred, forbidden, and forever off limits. Mount Kailash, Tibet. In the heart of the Tibetan plateau, where the air is razor thin and the horizon stretches endlessly beneath a ceiling of snow, rises a mountain like no other, Mount Kailash. Standing over 21,000 feet tall, it is not the highest peak in the world, but it may be the most mysterious. Its symmetry is striking, a perfect pyramid of black rock and white snow, as if it was carved deliberately to pierce the sky. To the millions who revere it, Kailash is more than a mountain, it is the center of the universe. For Hindus, it is believed to be the home of Lord Shiva. For Buddhists, it represents Mount Meru, the cosmic axis where heaven and earth meet. For Jains and followers of the ancient Bon religion, it holds equal sacred power. Because of this, climbing Kailash has never been attempted, not due to difficulty, but due to reverence. Local legend tells of climbers who tried and vanished, their attempts cursed. Today, it remains untouched, a peak that no human foot has ever stepped upon. Pilgrims instead walk around it, completing the 32-mile Kora, a ritual of devotion that can take days or even weeks. Some prostrate themselves fully on the ground with each step, inching forward for miles in bitter cold and thin air. They believe that just one full circuit cleanses a lifetime of sins. But perhaps the greatest mystery of Kailash is not its religious power, but its refusal to be conquered. In a world where nearly every summit has been claimed, this one stands unbroken, watching the centuries pass from its frozen throne. From the silence of Tibet, our journey now crosses the ocean to a forbidden island in Hawaii, a place where modern life was left behind and time itself seems to have stopped. Niʻihau Island, Hawaii, Just off the coast of Kauai lies an island that most Hawaiians have never set foot on. It is called Niʻihau, known to many as the Forbidden Island. From the air, it looks like paradise, golden beaches untouched by footprints, rolling plains, and crystal blue waters teeming with life. But this beauty hides a reality that is both fascinating and mysterious. Outsiders are almost never allowed to enter. In 1864, the Robinson family purchased the island from the Hawaiian monarchy, vowing to protect its land and people. More than 150 years later, they still control it, keeping Niʻihau isolated from the modern world. Fewer than 100 native Hawaiians live here, continuing traditions that vanished elsewhere long ago. They speak the Hawaiian language, hunt and fish for survival, and live without paved roads, stores, or cars. Money means nothing here. Life is shaped by community and nature. For the rare visitor who is granted permission, Niʻihau feels like stepping back in time. No phones, no internet, no connection to the outside world. The sound of the wind and ocean replaces the constant noise of modern life. Some say it feels more like a dream than a place, as if the island itself exists in another era. And yet, its secrecy has sparked countless questions. Why is it so tightly closed? What is being preserved, and what stories lie hidden within its shores? The Robinsons insist it is to protect culture and land. But for the rest of the world, Niʻihau remains a forbidden mystery. From this private paradise in the Pacific, our journey now takes us to the edge of the world itself, a chain of volcanic islands locked in conflict between two global powers. Kuril Islands, stretching like a broken spine across the Pacific Ocean between northern Japan and Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, lies one of the most mysterious and inaccessible chains of islands on Earth, the Kurils. 70 islands in total, each born from fire and sea, where volcanoes rise straight from the ocean and boiling hot springs steam in the frozen air. From the cliffs, the coastline looks unreal, jagged black rock, endless fog, and waves that slam against the shore with relentless force. On the surface, it seems like an untouched paradise. Towering volcanoes sleep under blankets of snow, while seabirds circle in the thousands. Seals and orcas glide through the icy waters. Yet almost no one lives here, and almost no one ever visits. The reason is as harsh as the land itself. For centuries, the Kurils have been a place of dispute. Russia claims them. Japan claims them. And because of this unresolved tension, the islands remain locked away, militarized and off limits. Weather makes them even more unreachable. Ferocious storms sweep across the chain with little warning, and dense fog keeps ships and planes at bay. Only a handful of scientific expeditions and rare tourist cruises have ever managed to approach these volcanic frontiers. To most of the world, they remain unseen. But perhaps the greatest mystery of the Kurils is their beauty. Jagged coasts that look like another planet, lakes hidden in craters, and cliffs where no road will ever be built. It is a coastline both breathtaking and hostile, a place that reminds us that some wonders of Earth are not meant for easy discovery. From Canada's Crystal Crater to Peru's Forbidden Mountain, from Venezuela's Lost Plateaus to the sacred peak of Tibet, and from Hawaii's Forbidden Island to these disputed volcanic frontiers, the world still holds places we cannot reach. And maybe that is why they remain so haunting, untouched, untamed, and forever beyond our grasp.